Oh yeah, we up in here. Y'all know what it is. Eagles wear boxing. Let's rock it. Yup. Yep. Yep. Eagles wear boxing. We up in here. Got my piece on. Everybody likes. A lot of people ask about my blue tiger's eye. Yeah. Yeah, we wearing it today. I think I just got to vent a little bit today, and we'll be all right after that. After I vent just a little bit. Um, I'm starting to I'm starting to find out that I'm not really a liker of a lot of the social media, like a lot of the people that talk and stuff. I'm just, I don't know, not just the, well, it's not just the talkers and stuff. Um, Trolls. It's like it. Um, if you like a certain fighter, no matter what, you'll troll, even if your fighter. I mean, if your fight is dirty or whatever, you'll still come in and you'll troll for him. It's like, why? The level of strap riding as of in 2024 is probably at the highest in mankind as far as like the strap. I mean, like really like strap riding and being aware of more or less being aware of what you're doing, or maybe you're not conscious of what you're doing, but they're like the level of strap riding is just like, oh, it's just like off the chain, man. It's just so, it's such a high level that it's just like, wow, can can you get any higher a level of strap riding? I mean, I'm not nobody's fan. Like I said before, I mess around and play with y'all and make y'all go crazy sometimes, but I'm not nobody's fan like that. If you get your ass whooped, you get your ass whooped. But when it comes to you know dishonesty and cheating, I mean that's like fixing stuff, like fixing fights, fixing games, and you got people with big money on stuff like that, and money is something that people don't play about. People don't play about their money. Now you gave them a black eye, and people have, people lost money, and they're not going to return money, especially like on certain on fights and stuff like. They're not going to return money if they lose money. They don't. They're not going to return it. If even if they know they're supposed to, like, oh shit, that wasn't really a win. You got to, if it comes to like banking and stuff, yeah. If they pay you too much, you got to pay it back. Because the bank ain't gonna play about their money. And along with these people, they feel like they got defrauded. You know, if the case is big enough, and I'm not saying how this works, but if the case is big enough, people will they'll come get their money. You know what I mean? They'll get their money back. So that's one of my big things with the whole boxing, the whole boxing community is just the level of riding like strap riding. It's the level. It's like it's at a level that's crazy. It's at like a crazy. I mean, I can't even explain how crazy the level is by just reading some people's responses about even the Devin Haney fight. So I don't know the conclusion yet. I don't know about the the steroid allegations. The if the I don't know the trusted source to find out if the second sample was going to be dirty. But of course, the second sample is going to be dirty. If the first sample is dirty, you don't just test for something and then the second one you don't. You don't test for it with the same urine. Get out of here. Get the hell out of here. You still. So it's probably going to be, it's probably going to be legitimately that Ryan Garcia was dirty. He popped dirty. He don't seem to care, but I mean, but he got so many strap riders that he don't need to care because he got a lot of strap riders. So if you got a bunch of strap riders, you don't need to care about stuff like that. Well, I don't need to care because I got a bunch of strap riders. They gonna ride and die with me because they're idiots. They can't be their own man, their own woman. Oh, he's gorgeous or something, whatever they say. I don't know, but it's just weird. It's just weird. The level of riding straps today is just crazy, crazy. It's like wow. I mean, I'm not no huge Haney fan. When people hear me talk about Haney, I talk about Haney because Haney seemed to be making all the right moves. He's fighting who he has to fight and things of that nature. He never had to fight Ryan, but he's fighting all these fighters he had to fight. I mean, he could have turned down. He could have said, I'm not fighting this guy. This guy's coming in heavy. I'm not fighting him. I'm not fighting him. Fight him or whatever. Give me a last minute opponent or whatever. I don't know if they can do that or not, but still. Yeah, Ryan beat him pretty soundly, but the fight was actually closer. All those knockdowns, how could the fight even be even close to being close? For me, when I watched the fight looked like it was close to me. It didn't look like it was a blowout. Even though Haney went down, I mean, what? For me, it's like Haney is like I don't know what he was practicing for his defense, but damn, dude, you got hit with how many hooks you get hit with, dude? And they wasn't even that fast or strong looking. But evidently, he must have some kind of pop on his shots or something like that. I sparred like lighter guys like that before with power. I mean, real power. Uh, and yeah, it's more of a stinging power to me. It ain't something that really shake you up that bad. It's just like a stinging power. But I guess when you're the same size, it's a lot different. It's a lot different. But me myself, I couldn't get down past 170. I couldn't get past down to 175 or whatever. I couldn't make light heavyweight. As far as like if you're talking about like amateur, I couldn't make like light heavyweight. I couldn't make it. Shit, at 175, I felt like a kitten. Punches, man, come on. Some people can make it. Some people, but then again, when I look back at it, I think it's the way that you do it. If you just train hard boxing, it's not necessarily the proper way to do it. Because boxing, you can lose 10 pounds a day. That's facts. Just in the gym, you can lose 10 pounds a day. So I don't even understand when they talk about these guys that they can't get the weight off and all that. That's because they doing something else. You're doing something else because it's sparring, man. If you're working out hard, you're going to lose 10, 15 pounds, man. Shit, I can go in a sweat box and lose 10 pounds. I did that. I had to do that in the military before because I was overweight. Well, they have a standard that you have to be a certain weight. It doesn't matter. And I could have went through the whole, pinch test and all that other shit, but I just went and knocked the weight off one day, and so I just went to the CO. I said, look, let me get on the scale. I said, they said I was overweight. Look, I hopped on the scale. He said, oh yeah, you've been in the steam or whatever. I said, yeah, but I'm not that heavy. And then I was lean mean then. I was only like I was like two. When I was in the Army, I was like about 205. 205. 205 lean though. I was lean at 205. I look little at 205. But they don't allow you to, they only allow you to have so much weight. They don't want you being like over 200 pounds. You got to be like you probably got to be like 6'6", something like that to be over 200 pounds. Back then, but all this strap riding is just really, getting annoying. And what it is the comments on different like different channels or whatever. For lack of better words, of different content creators or whatever. It's just the hate. I've been and today I just got kind of disgusted by just reading the hate of Haney. Oh, you got hit with somebody though. You got what? Your Loma Chica beat you. They start. People always bring up past stuff. It's like people hate Earl Spence so much that they bring up Earl Spence. Earl Spence's loss to Terrence Crawford when somebody else fights. It's like, what the hell is that? It has nothing to do with this fight. They are two separate fights. So you got so much hate in your heart that you bring up a whole nother fighter's fight. Be, what the hell has that got to do with this fight? It's like everybody's getting so feminine, like by changing the goalposts all the time. It's like, oh, that's because Earl Spence lost. What the hell Earl Spence loss got to do with somebody else's loss? It's like, you guys are being really weird. Don't, I mean, just, am I the only one I feel like I'm just around a bunch of weirdos? Like, everybody has become weird. It's like, damn, dude, you're just weird. You're weird to the point where I don't even know what to do with you no more. I don't even know what to do because you're just being extra weird. The energy's weird, the people's weird, and so I don't know. I don't know what to do when people are just that weird. When you're just weird about everything, said, "Nah, you're just completely weird," and I don't know what to do. I don't want to do anything because you're just a weirdo. It's like, dude, that's just weird. You just, and it's just, it's crazy when everything is just so weird. When it's just like, nah, that's you're weird. You know, there's nothing wrong with being weird if it's because you look at people, being different. It's sometimes it's weird, but when people are just being, when you got a whole group of people just that got on the whole, you know, I'm with this guy, no matter what. I'm gonna ride and die with him, whether he cheats, kills somebody, or whatever else. Because I don't know, what can happen when you're taking certain steroids or drugs or whatever. I don't know, what the whole ramifications are. But you got so many people that are they're experts now. They're experts with the drugs and stuff like that. They know they evidently there's more people that are pharma pharmaceutical engineers than you would think. And I'm gonna tell you, man, that's a hard ass class to take, man. I don't care what your brain is like, man. Pharmacology is that's a pretty hard class to pass. Most people don't get out of there with like an A plus or nothing like that. You be scraping by with your little C plus B minus or something or whatever to get out of that pharmacology, man. Pharmacology is something else because you got to do indications and stuff and all this. You got to know, you have to know, all the, you just have to know the reactions and stuff like that. So it's very hard. But when you got thousands and thousands, you no matter what, you got hundreds of people, so it ends up being thousands on every forum. You got all these people that are like experts with steroid. They're steroid experts, and they're pharmaceutical experts. I can walk in any gym, probably in America, besides like a pro gym like that. I can go into any fitness club and just look around, and I don't even go to clubs no more. I just do whatever I do. I can go any of these fitness clubs and see all these guys working out, all these girls working out hard as they can work out, and look at them and look like they haven't done anything. Like, what the hell? You spending all this money to come here? You're probably buying their special snacks there, the drinks. You're going to the gym. You're spending $20, $30 a day when you go to the gym. Plus, you're working out hard. You're sweating, huffing and puffing, and you look like crap. And I'm sitting around on the couch. Y'all start coming here talking about salute. Yeah, listen, y'all start coming here talking about salute Eagle. Salute. Hey, y'all, sir. Finally got your ass back here, man. While you was running, man, Sir Flame been asking about you, man. Everybody asking about you. I said, y'all, sir ran. Because he thought I was going to hate on Fury. Of course I'm going to hate on Fury. What was you thinking? You think I wasn't going to hate on him? He got beat up. He got beat up. The ref tried to save him. The ref was all in the way, blocking Usyk, like acting like he gonna stop the fight, or he didn't know what to do. He's got confused because he wasn't expecting Tyson Fury to be so hurt. He's like, oh shit, what should I do? Blah, blah. He didn't know what to do. Yeah, he didn't know what to do. So when you're getting beat up, a lot of times you don't know what to do. And he shouldn't have been doing all that clowning and stuff. Listen, he said no rush of ego. He said I missed the last few lives because the past few weeks you ain't been coming on during the week. Brother, what time of year is this over here? You know I do festivals and stuff, man. Yeah, man, Usyk got robbed of that KO in the ninth. Yeah, a lot of people know that. I'm glad you said that, man. But see, you're not a strap riding fan. You're just a fan. So I expect that coming from you because you're not going to be a strap rider. A lot of these fans is just strap riding. Yeah, Usyk could beat him up worse. If they do have a rematch, Usyk will beat him up worse because now he knows how to get to him. And he knows all of his tricks and stuff. He knows all the Tyson's like elbows, and he knows his tricks. He knows his leaning and stuff. He's just gonna keep that same pressure on him. Tyson can only beat him if he stays busy. He got to stay busy, and he has to stay busy for the whole fight. He can't clown. He can't clown around. If he starts clowning around, he's gonna get clocked again. Cause he got nailed pretty. He got hit pretty good, and I didn't know Usyk had that kind of. But then again, Tyson, like I said, I told you guys before. He said they don't pay my bills. I'm gonna call it what I see. Yeah, I'm not saying it like that though, brother. I'm just saying that a lot of these fans, that's what I was talking about today. A lot of these fans are so stuck on being on somebody's strap that they don't know what else to do. They're like, oh, I'm a strap rider. I'm just gonna stay on this. I'm gonna stay on this jock. I live inside his. I live inside his drawers. I live in his underwears. I live in his jock strap. That's how a lot of these fans are. You know, it's just disgusting, man. The level of strap riding and stuff like that. You know, with this whole Austerine and those type of things, and all these experts. You got all these fans are experts on steroids and drugs now. I'm like, come on, now. All you guys are not in the medicine like that. It's like, where did you guys go to med school at? Stop it. Stop acting like you know the effects of something, like you did the long term, like you worked in research or something like that. I used to work in research. I worked in medical research. Stop. You ain't working no kind of research. I worked at Stanford. I say it. I did medical research at Stanford. Stop it. Y'all ain't did no kind of research and shit like that nowhere. So stop your bullshit. Stop acting like y'all know everything. Hey, and then like I said, the fight was closer than what I thought it was. The fight was still close with all those knockdowns. How could you have a close fight? It's supposed to have been a straight up, a whitewash. I think they should go back to scoring rounds. You know what? It'll be a whole different thing in boxing if they go back to scoring rounds and stop going by the point system. If they just start scoring rounds, then those big punchers, they'll have to get a knockout. They'll have to get a knockout because a knockdown is not going to save them. Yeah, you said what's going on with that? I heard Ryan's sample popped as well. Yeah, he's just a cheater. That's all. He's a cheater. No, but here was my point was, is that Ryan is a cheater, right? He's a cheater, but the thing about him being a cheater is it doesn't matter as much to his fans if he's a cheater. They don't care. Um, they just like I said, they gonna ride with him. Oh, he was hitting Haney with the hook. He won. Haney lost. They start bringing up old shit. They start bringing up, oh, Haney lost to Lomachenko or whatever, and I was like, what? He lost to Lomachenko. He didn't lose to Lomachenko. Get out of here. Well, he won against Lomachenko. It's a padded record. People hate Haney so much. It's like he's doing what he's supposed to do in boxing. He's a boxer. If you don't like him, then you just don't like him. That's all I can say about that. If you don't like certain fighters, you just don't like them. But have the balls enough to not like somebody because of something that they did, not something that they are, in your opinion. If a guy's a good fighter, just don't get hit and stays out of trouble, and you might say he's boring, then just don't pay to watch the fight. Because you want all action-packed fights. There's no all action-packed fights. There's no fights that's all action-packed. There's no fighter right now that's the whole fight is just action-packed. Like, oh, it's action from... There's no Marvin Hagler versus Tommy Hearns rounds in boxing now. Every round is like, oh, shit, you can't... These fighters don't have that makeup anymore. That makeup is long gone. That's past history. That's history that everybody hates. That's history that people say today's boxer would whitewash the boxers of old. No, because those boxers of old is going to be all over them. You need to go out there and get him knocked out. Man, please, are you kidding me? All the sustained action. You got to look at some of the fights that Evander Holyfield had, that Mike Tyson. You got to look at some of those fights and then tell me that the action is the same. Stop playing. Would he have been able to consistently land the left hook with that much speed and power without performance enhancing drugs? See, but nobody's going to say that but you. You said, yeah, the B sample confirms it. It's now it's up to him to show it if it was contaminated with a supplement or something. No, he's not. He won't be able to show nothing. He know he cheated. He won't. You know, a cheater ain't gonna be able to show that he's clean. Come on, get out of here. He's already talking about ashwagandha and shit like that. Ashwagandha don't do shit for you. Ashwagandha is just some shit that they tell you to take. That's just shit that people get locked into. If you want something that's really good, just take moringa. Just take moringa. That's it. All this other shit is just crap. It's just crap. Moringa is one of those supplement. It's a leaf. I buy it when I can. I make soup with it. You know, I stew it. I stew it with my soup. So I put it in my soup. That's one of my first ingredients when I make my soup. It tastes. For me, it's good. Just use the leaves. Yeah. But all this ashwagandha, all this crap, I've taken that shit. I don't feel nothing. I don't feel nothing. Like, what is this supposed to do? This shit don't do nothing. Yeah, but he gonna blame it on all kinds of stuff. He gonna try to make up some lame shit that ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? But back to your point, you made the best point, because this is what people are saying though. See, the few people that I have come here are so much, God dang, y'all so much smarter. I don't know if it's because y'all hang out with me or I hang out with y'all. Y'all so much smarter than a lot of these other boxing fans. It's like, because you guys actually get it. Because you're saying that the left hook and these punches landed, but would they have had that kind of power on them? Because when I look back at the tape, it looks like some of the punches didn't have no power on them. Like, why is Haney going down from that? But now it makes sense. That would make more sense. If you did have something that made you sustain power and stuff like that for that long. And he was actually taking breathers up in there too, though. That's the crazy part about it. Ryan Garcia was taking breathers. Nobody's gonna talk about that. That he was in there taking breathers and stuff, turning his back and all that shit. That he should have lost points just for that, for turning his back and all that. He should lose points for that. Or Haney should have went ahead and bombed on him. Haney's just too clean. Haney, you just way too clean. I'm just gonna say that to you, brother. If you ever watch this, you just way too clean, man. If these fighters are fighting you dirty, you gotta do a little bit of dirt back, man. If they turning their back on you like that, hit them in their damn back. Shit, you gotta go old school. You gotta be like George Foreman. If you turned your side on George Foreman, he'll hit you in your back and put your ass down. George Foreman puts so many people. I'm not saying dirty, but he hit people in their kidneys. Kidney shot. Well, kidneys, when I was growing up, kidneys used to be in your lower back. But now they put kidneys way up here. So now kidneys are up here by your lungs now. I don't know. They used to be down in your lower back. That's what I knew. I feel like my kidneys are low. I don't feel like my kidneys are way up here in the middle of my spine, like in the middle of my back. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But yeah, but George Foreman used to put that on the ass. He put that hook on him. But yeah, that's a good point, man. That's the best point. That's one of the best points. One of the best points is that with that all those shots, would they have had the same amount of effect? Would they have had the same power? And if not, if they didn't have the same amount of power, then probably Haney would have came out. He would have came out as the victor. Even though I don't like the way Haney fought, he didn't. For me, he didn't fight like the greatest fight. You know, he just didn't. But you know, I'm not gonna take away from Haney because Haney did what he could do. It just looked like a bad plan. A lot of stuff he was doing just looked like a bad plan to me. You know, just trying to show that, hey, I'm the aggressor. I mean, come on, you could have stayed back in this box. You could have stayed out of harm's way. Some of these fighters do that sometimes. They'll fight like the complete wrong fight. And I'm not sure, to be honest, I'm not sure that's the way the camp went. But that's the way he fought. I'm not sure that's the way the camp went because a lot of times, sometimes fighters just go against everything that they did in camp. I know Muhammad Ali used to do that all the time. You work on certain stuff in camp and look at him up on the screen. He just leaned his shoulders back like, what, you can't even hit me. And my body's not even moving. I'm just moving my head like, ha, ha, ha. He said, you missing everything. And that last shot, he was trying to take him completely out, that right hand. He moved just enough for it to miss. Like, God dang, that's just. But he has no skill. People say he had no defense. No skill. That's defense. It's just the reason they say Ali didn't have defense is because they can't emulate his defense. Anybody who tried to emulate Ali's defense gets clocked and gets knocked out. Anytime you try to do that. But he did that. I heard he learned how to do that because he used to have his brother throw rocks at him. His brother tried to hit him in the head with rocks. And he moved his head. He said, if I can move out the way of a rock, I can move out the way of a punch. That's crazy, man. And they think all the skill sets now is so great. But back to this other point, though. Much respect to Yasser finally bringing his ass in here but he's made up excuses, though. He made up the steroids excuses why he hadn't come to see Eagle because Eagle wasn't here. And Eagle was out. You know I was out, man. Stop playing. You know I had festivals and stuff, man. But still, shout out to you, man. Anyway, you finally got your ass up in here. Sir Flame doesn't have to look for you. If he look at the replay, he'll see. Yeah, he'll see that. Oh, yeah, y'all sir was in there today. Okay, you took something back. Yeah. Yeah, but when that happens, when fans back on that fan subject. When fans get to the point where they just all they can do is just strap ride. When they can just strap ride only, I can't mess with them. That's all you're doing is strap riding, man. I mean, people don't like Haney. I mean, I get it. If you don't like him, you don't like him. Just don't endorse him. You don't have to go crazy about Haney. Oh, he got lucky and won. He beat Loma. You start crying because you think Loma won and this and that. And Haney must have did some damage to Kambosos though, because you wouldn't expect Kambosos to lose, like that. But I don't know. When somebody just puts on the class and beats you up, and Rougarou he's still a good puncher. And what Haney did to him, it's just like everybody's just shaking their head like, dang, Haney just more or less whitewashed him. And then to come back and fight Ryan Garcia and lose like he did, it's like, and he did look. Ryan just looked. He did look a lot just like way stronger than Haney for some reason. And I know that for body sizes, there's usually a person that's not that much stronger than somebody their same size. If you wrestle around with somebody your same size, you both don't know what you're doing, or you both know what you're doing. You don't end up that much stronger for the most part. Because I know people that are bigger than me, I'm way stronger than them. People are smaller, I'm stronger than them. Always have been. There's people who lift weights and I'm stronger than them. So it's like, but usually it's not that much difference. And yes, it's just genetics. It's not that big. Okay. Okay, you said Coley is fighting some guy in Poland. Who's the Polish? You said some guy, you don't know who the Polish fighter is? I like Hank, but a lot of the hate he gets is because of his dad antics that rub people the wrong way for the most part. Okay. I don't know. Bill Haney is just Bill Haney. You don't even. Why do people pay attention to what dads say? Only when the dad is passionate about their family, that's the only reason you pay attention to him. But dads is always Bill Haney like to get on people. He like to rub people the wrong way. And if you're easy, he gonna rub you the wrong way. For me, when he talks, to be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I hear him talk, it just goes in one ear and out the. I can't. It's hard for me to hear him talk. I don't know why. Oh, Rosansky, I think is ops name. He's okay. Yeah, but for me, it's like I don't. You know what I mean? Yeah, sir. I don't. Certain people when they talk, I can't hear them. No matter how they talk, man, I don't. I can't hear you when you're speaking. A lot of times, you got to be like giving me something that's really factual or something like that. Because to be honest, I think I'm a real good listener. I think I'm one of the best listeners there is. But if I'm listening to you, you have to be making some sense. I don't know how that's going to go over with people, like making sense. But you have to be, I don't know if I want to say it that way. I've already said it, but if what you're saying is like important or I'm getting something out of it, I cannot under listen to you. I'm gonna over listen to you. I'm gonna listen so intent that if somebody's tapping on me, I'm like, man, shut up, man, leave me alone. I'm like, I like when a speaker is speaking and I don't want nobody bother me. Like I want to elbow you, like shut the F up, man. I'm trying to listen to what he's saying. He's very active in the YTBC, especially that the LBCQ GTQ. So automatically, that's like more than half of the whiteys against you. Yeah, you're silly, man. He said the YTBC. Yeah. Yeah, all this. Yeah, when I grew up, is I mean, I mean, we had the people we called FAGs. You know, in England, I know that's a cigarette, but over here we used to call them fags. That's when I was growing up. That's what we used to call them. There he is, Sir Flame. He finally got his ass up in here. Sir Flame says salute to Eagles Wear, salute to the chat, and as always, he said jab that like button on your neck. Don't get naked. Eagles Wear boxing with them things up there, man. Got that glove up there letting y'all know, man, with that flame in that 100, baby. Y'all know what it is. Yep. I like that. I read everything out, you know, because I got the smallest group of people to come here, but I got the best people, man. I got people that understand life and boxing, not just boxing, and they understand. Y'all, sir, was saying something that was real important early, and I'll read it because it's probably not in the chat. He's talking about Ryan Garcia in the so-called PEDs. He says, would he have been able to consistently land the left hook with that much speed and power without the performance-enhancing drugs? And a lot of people are missing that whole point. Oh, he beat up Haney, this and that. I said, yeah. Haney was vulnerable for left hooks for some reason, which was stupid. He froze himself out, made himself more vulnerable because he should have been able to avoid that shit like the plague. But that shit was just having just like a huge effect on Haney. I've never seen his hook have that much effect on any other fighter though, to be honest. Because Haney was he was swollen up after that fight. I've never seen Ryan swell nobody up like that. I've seen people go to sleep because of the left hook. But Haney's tough too though. If Haney took all them shots and kept getting back up, like, damn, that boy's tougher than what people think he is. I don't think he really has the. He doesn't control himself when he gets hit, but shit, he gets up. Damn. If you that powerful, you're supposed to put your opponent away. So I don't know if he hits as hard as, like Tank said. Tank said Rolly's the biggest puncher. And you can tell Rolly hits hard, though. Rolly is stiff. Rolly does hit hard. But just to get up from all that, but I don't know what they're going to do with it afterwards. But I know all his fans are strap riding for it. Speaking about Ryan, all of his fans is so stuck on his strap. Oh, he beat him. Oh, and Haney lost. They start blaming Haney. And Haney lost to Lomachenko. And, Ryan just knocked him down so many times. He beat him up. That didn't stop him from getting hit with hooks. Yes, but the power, just like, see, my audience makes more sense. I don't care what you think your audience does. My audience tells me that because of this performance enhancing stuff, that might have been what gave him the power to put Haney down. So stop it. Stop playing so much. No, we thought you was hiding. Yeah, hey, I was getting on you, man. If one of y'all don't show up like that, just be hiding out, and we know that one of your boys lost, we're going to get on you. So I had to bring it up to Sir Flame and them. I had to say, what the hell y'all sir? I said, y'all sir, where you at? Get your ass up in here. But anyway, Sir Flame says salute, y'all sir. Y'all sir, right back at Sir Flame. Salute, fam. British word for cigarette, yeah. It's a fag, yeah. Give me a fag, baby. Sir Flame, I'm debating if I want to work tomorrow. Look at it. Damn, you get to debate if you want to work tomorrow? Oh, yeah, Saturday. That's a weekend, yeah. My ass ain't got no choice. I got to work today, tomorrow. Man, I got the big 6. They got me on the big 6. I got to work 6 days in a row. Yeah, Sir Flame. He said if the weather's good, take the day off. Man, you don't know how many days I want to take off when it's nice. I'm like, damn, I don't even want to go in, man. I just be looking. And I'll tell you the worst thing, y'all, sir, is when you're working like right at the beach. Like you're working right at a beautiful ocean, and all those sunbathers are out there, all them sundresses is out there and everything else. I don't know. A man doesn't outgrow that for some reason. You don't outgrow that, baby. It don't matter if you're in your 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100s. You just don't outgrow that part. Y'all so said I've been everywhere having my fair share of crow. I miss your lives, Eagle. I don't duck my crow. Oh, okay. You don't duck your crow? All right, that's good. Well, most people here, they don't duck their crow plate. I don't duck mine. But even though I don't really even deserve, I just take crow because you guys do. So I just take mine. I can't really, I can't really do this and then really have that much of it. I mean, I can have an opinion, but it's like, yeah, it's just an opinion. I'm just talking. I don't know. These fighters, what they are, whatever it is, I don't know their personal backgrounds and stuff like that. If I like the way a fighter's moving and shit, then I'll stick with them. But then if they switch up, then I don't know. It's just like I was calling like my little, my little nephew, my little great nephew that like Javante Davis. For me, I just, he's getting kind of, a lot of the stuff he's doing is he's getting kind of weird lately. I don't know. I mean, I don't like to switch up, but if you look at it, I'm not the one that's switching up. When you change your whole character, then I don't know. I might not mess with you. He's kind of changing up his character a little bit, so it's like, I don't know. See, I don't get emotionally invested in any fighter like that. Yeah. I mean, as far as like getting emotional with him, I don't get emotional, but I'd like, if I like the way a fighter's moving, like, oh, I like, yeah, that's a good move. I like that you're doing that. I like that. That's good. It's good that you're doing that. You see what I mean? If I see you doing something like that, then I'm like, I give you the thumbs up. I'll give you thumbs up if you deserve it. But then if I don't think you deserve thumbs up, you ain't getting no thumbs up. It's like, man, what you doing now? It's like I gotta rethink. Like everybody went crazy about Wilder and them. I still never seen the video with him twerking. Oh, I said tweaking. But then you see that little dance the Tank was doing too, though. I think a lot of these fighters, they just kids, man. He a kid. The kids do weird shit, So you gotta give them, you gotta give them their just on that. It's like you don't have to like love it, but it's like, nah, you're weird. You know what I mean? Sometimes they're just weird. That's all I can say. Sometimes people, kids, kids, they're just weird. They're weird. They're weirdos sometimes. And that's the only way I can look. That's the only way I can say that. It's just they're just a lot of times they're just weird. And so they just do weird shit, and you get caught up watching like, you're doing some weird shit, man. Why are you doing all this weird shit? I don't like to bring up stuff that I don't know about, but I'm not going to come here and present it as being facts. Because I heard Jamal was, got in trouble, drinking and driving and fleeing, something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Sir Flame said, I still think Garcia beats Haney with or without Austrian. Okay, so you endorsing it? So it's okay to take the Austrian, or you just saying he just beats him? I think he doesn't beat him. I think he beats him with Haney's game plan. He beats him. But if Haney just avoids that, Ryan Garcia didn't have that much. What I'm saying, if he just fights the way he knows how to fight, he doesn't beat him. We got two different sides of it. Sir Flame said I already got Monday off. Yeah, so I don't know, Sir Flame, if Ryan had to kill himself to make weight and without the Austrian, could have been a different fight. Yeah. Y'all, sir said you might as well go get that money tomorrow, Sir Flame. Yeah, but you're right again, y'all, sir. So you got to pay attention to that part too, Sir Flame. If Ryan comes in depleted, like Haney did, comes in, drains himself, let's think if Haney came in 4 pounds or 5 pounds overweight. If he didn't train. Like he comes in, like, I'm going to come in at 145. So Ryan comes in 143, Haney comes in at 145, and Haney's on that same shit. He's on that Austrian shit too. And he has a different game plan. Avoids all the hooks and shit like that, comes in. Who wins? I think Haney beats him. That's just my estimation. I just think that I don't know if Ryan is as good as people think. If Ryan was that damn good, why is he getting popped dirty? If you're that good and you're that ferocious, why are you popping dirty? And why are you talking about a steroid league in the first place? They brought up old clips about Ryan. I've seen them everywhere where Ryan's talking about, hey, wouldn't that be lit if we had like a steroid league? We had a boxing league where you could use steroids. Come on, man. Shit that sound like he set his own self up. I heard them last few pounds with the most when it comes into making weight. Yeah, the last few pounds. Because the thing is, a lot of fighters, when you're fighting a certain weight class, when you fight that weight class, you say, I can just make 140. I'm dead at 140, but I can just make it. I can't make 135. I can't make 130. Just like 147. Oh, I'm just dead at 147. But see, the difference being is Mayweather walked around at his fight weight. That's what made him so good, because he walked around while everybody else, all these big guys had to drain themselves to get down there. He was already, his muscles was already, at that weight. Everything, his body was already at that weight. He'd walk around at 150. 150 something, maybe. If you look at him, he always looked like he was like 147. You look at Mayweather, you've never seen a picture of Mayweather at 180. He always walked around at his weight. And that's how the old school fighters used to be. So the thing is, if you take them pages from Mayweather and you just want to get the money, you didn't take the pages like he took from the old school fighters and just be at your weight. Sugar Ray Robinson and all them, they used to walk around at their weight. They walk around at one. They couldn't have fought. Sugar Ray Robinson couldn't have fought if he walked around at 180. He couldn't have fought at welterweight. No. Because sometimes they might have 2 fights in 1 week. Yep. Surface, I'm definitely not endorsing taking anything, but how easily it was to connect that left hook. Even after Tank said that's all Ryan has. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Haney was trying to prove a point, but it just wasn't. He should have abandoned that whole plan. Because everybody told him, "Oh, you ain't gonna be able to take this left hook." He said, "Man, I can take his left hook." He was thinking he had to be thinking to himself, "Man, the left hook can't be that dangerous." But after he took it a couple times, he should have been like, "Okay, I better get away from that left hook." You know what I mean? He just fought. I think he just fought the wrong fight, man. Come on, to stay away from one punch is not that hard for somebody with that kind of skill set. I'm just thinking. I think the 3 pounds with the drugs helped him out. You said I do feel the 3 pounds helped him out. But I think the 3 pounds in the drugs. Because what you guys got to hear, just like I told you, that my lowest weight that I can feel comfortable at, I can get down to in the 70s, let's say 178, 179. But as soon as I hit 175, something clicks on my body to turn me into a straw weight. I'm telling you, I turned into a weakling at that weight. It's and I'm thinking that maybe it's the way that I train to get down there, but it's man, I don't feel power. I don't feel no power. I feel like a fucking kitten. So you got to think about it. If Ryan was barely making 140, oh, I'm killing myself. I can just make 140, but I'm just so weak. But 143, I feel good at 143. And then when you admittedly say that you wasn't even going to try to make weight, come on. You up to something, man. Come on. Y'all stop being deceived and shit. Stop trying to bullshit me, because it ain't going to work on me in the first place. If you tell somebody you wasn't trying to make weight and then you on some shit on top of that, man, get out of here. You on some shit and you wasn't trying to make weight, get out of here. Yep. I don't know, Sir Flame, you read that? Y'all, sir, say, Sir Flame, is what the Haney said throughout the build-up, that Ryan is a C-level fighter and all that he has is the left hook. Yeah. And then y'all just run into it. We need to get this bum narrative out of boxing. Any man lacing it up on that level did not get there by fluke. Yeah. Yeah. But I just, see, the thing I don't get about this guy, I'm going to be honest with y'all. The thing I don't get about this whole Ryan character is that he's all over the fucking place, man. I don't know. He got some kind of mental disease, man, even if he's faking. If you fake it like you got a mental disease, you got a mental disease. He on that what about Bob type of shit, man. I don't understand him, man. I don't understand you. 1 minute, you trying to be buddies with all the certain fighters, then you talking bad about certain fighters. You on one level, you betting, that this fighter beats this fighter, this and that, and blah blah blah, and you go in there, you quitting in fights and shit. Come on, what the hell? If you a monster, then you a monster. You still had to be a monster to get Tank against Tank. Oh, I knew I was gonna lose. I'm gonna beat Haney though. This and that. And come on, man, you all over the place, man. That's not even a confident fighter. That don't even sound like you a fighter. Because fighters think they can beat everybody. You don't feel like you can beat one fighter, but you can't beat another fighter. You might feel like it's gonna be rougher for you, but you guys got to stop this with me. I'm not talking about you guys personally, but that shit don't work on ego, man. You're not gonna have no split personality. Your personality ain't gonna be everywhere, and then I'm gonna endorse you. I'm gonna think you a cheater too. Even if you don't cheat, I'm gonna think you a cheater. Something wrong. I'm like, man, something wrong with this cat, man. Oh, you played everybody. You ain't played me. You might have played everybody else, but I knew you was. I knew that you was a decent fighter, but at the same time, you a quitter. You looked at Tank. Tank was smiling like, I'm gonna come get your ass now, and you quit. Man, stop it. Stop that shit. Yep. That applies to the hate Wilder gets as well. Yep. If it's so easy, everyone would be fighting for millions. Yeah. Everybody act like Haney's a bum. Then go in there and fight Haney. Get your ass a license and shit. Get you a couple of amateur fights or whatever. Get you a couple of, just learn how to professionally fight. Get in there and fight and go fight Haney. If Haney's a bum, and you're gonna get knocked out in like round one. But at least you're gonna know that, hey, these fighters ain't really bums like that. But far as I'm talking about, like a lot of times I don't know none of these people personally, but when your personality is all over the place, then it's just weird for me. It's just like I just feel a certain way when you're just all over the place. It's like, man, are you a grown man? What the hell are you, man? You're all over the place, man. I don't know how to embrace your personality. You know what I mean? It's like I wanna be able to, like you as a fighter outside the ring a little bit, but you're all weird. You're just doing all kind of weird shit. And I'm gonna be honest with you. You guys might not understand this, or you might understand this. Any man that acts like he's real pretty and shit, I have a problem with that. For me, that's like feminine energy when you act like you're so pretty. When you're just like pretty. I'm not talking about like the Muhammad Ali type of stuff, like when you're in the ring and stuff like that. Stuff like that. It's just like he did it for his advantage and stuff. But when you acting like you so cute, all the girls want you. I'm young. Just like Canelo's on that feminine shit now. I'm young, I'm pretty, handsome. You ain't always gonna be young, pretty, handsome, and you handsome to whoever say you handsome. Cause some girls don't like you when you're a pretty guy, like you are pretty and cute. They don't like that shit. They want a roughneck, or they want a guy that's look like a man. They want the hands to be all rough like these. They want you to look like you work. I went to go get a massage. The lady told me, she said my hands look like I don't work. God dang. That's bad when somebody say your hands look like you don't work. Well, I'm always working on stuff. My hands, I think, have gotten to the point where they don't just, I don't do callous type work. I don't work with like you working with axes and sleds, and when you sling and stuff, yeah, you gonna get rough hands. But I don't do that kind of shit no more. I work hard, but I don't do that type of stuff. And plus, I learned how to put moisturizer on, because it's embarrassing to shake somebody's hand and you scratch the shit out their hand. Yeah. Y'all, sir, Sir Flame said that's what makes it bad. Y'all, Sir Hussein, they should have been training to block the left hook from day one in camp. Yeah, that's what, I never got that, Sir Flame. That really, like, that shook me up when I was watching the fight. I'm like, how is he getting hit with that shit? And some of them wasn't even that fast either. And I'm still trying to process how Ngannou got hit by AJ. With that slow ass right hand. Wilder does that shit sometimes too. Hit somebody with a slow ass punch. Like, how you get hit with that? Yeah, I don't understand that. Nobody understood that. That was the most confusing thing out the whole fight, besides the drug scandal and everything else. The most surprising thing is Haney, how are you getting, why are you getting hit? We see how you're getting hit, but why are you getting hit like that? Are you just, you're just thinking that he's gonna get weaker or something like that? You know he cheated. He cheated from the jump. From the weigh-in, he cheated. Came in with a beer in his hand. Come on, man. You doing too much. He's doing too much suspect shit. That shit is not entertaining to me. People say, "Oh, that was entertaining. That was fun, and it was a great press club. It was a great you pre-fight and all this." It's like, nah, man, come on, the pressure. Come on, stop it. Y'all stop playing. Y'all just strap riding. Anything the guy does, you just endorse. Oh yeah, it was wonderful. Yay! Giving him a standing ovation for every little thing he does. The F all the way out of here. F out of here. Make me want to put on my slapping gloves. Slap you over here and over there. Stop playing. Don't play with Eagle like that, man. Stop. Yeah, but it's just it just looked bad from the jump. It just looked bad. It just looked like, man, dude, you ain't even trying to. There's no way you could have prepared for that left hook. You had to have been looking at like studied tapes, because if you really study tape of a fighter and stuff, you can see how they're going to set up the left hooks and right hooks and punches, the right jabs, left jab, lead punches. You could tell. Matter of fact, if you're watching a fight, if you study fights enough, you know what a fighter's doing. Oh, he's trying to land that right. You can see him like setting up for the right. Because usually when the person is setting up for the right, they holding it. You know what I mean? It ain't moving nowhere. When you setting up somebody for a certain punch, you holding it. Like it ain't out, the jab is just going out. You ain't trying to, you just like holding it, and you feeling around like a couple of low punches up here and hook, but you just holding it. And you can see when somebody's ready to throw it. Like look. So look at that little, look at what I got up there. Look at Ali. Look at Ellis. Not Ellis, but I forget his name. But anyway, or it is Ellis, right? But look, the right hand's coming. Look how he holding it. He barely want to move it. He like, I'm gonna get this right hand off, and he still missed with the right hand. But that's what it is. That's what it is when it comes to boxing. Yep. Yep. I agree with Surf Lane too. But it's like crazy for me. That was the whole kicker for me. That whole thing for me was like, why are you getting hit with this shit? It's like, damn, dude, are you trying to? Did Haney set us up? Did Haney secretly put $10 million on Ryan Garcia to win? I don't know, man. It's just boxing. This whole entertainment thing is weird, because I'm starting to hear a lot of fighters talk about entertainment now. They're not talking about boxing anymore. They're calling it entertainment. I'm like, entertainment? I heard Chisora say that, something about entertainment. And my ears get big, man, when it comes to boxing. And I hear people just in the mix. People just in like certain sports. When I start hearing stuff, like even in basketball, I heard that, that there was a championship where it was a playoff run, and one of the coaches was telling what do you call it, one of the players. I mean, he was saying in front of one of the players, he was going through the booking agent to get a hotel like a month out before they even played the game. He was getting like finals. He was getting hotels in the area. He asked where the finals was at. He said, okay, the finals is here. He said, yeah, book us a good hotel here. And this is before they even played a game, before they even knew they was in the playoffs. That's crazy. So this whole thing, man, like I said, I'm not 100% sold on boxing. I'm not 100% sold on none of this crap. I'm just not. I'm not gonna put myself out there and get 100% sold on it because it's just this. It's I don't know. Shit, it's really suspect and stuff like that. Yeah, a lot of D didn't come through, man, today. Yeah, but people was looking for you though, y'all sir. But y'all sir came in today, Sir Flame. He tried to make up the excuse that Eagle wasn't gonna be in, and everybody know that Eagle does events and stuff during this time of year. Everybody know, just like this weekend coming up, like Monday. So Monday I work all day, y'all. So I won't be able to be in Monday. And yes, I do something extra late when I come in. I might, maybe I'll just do something. I don't know. I always say that, but then I just end up not having time. So now you know, y'all. So I probably won't be in, and I may leave a reminder just to let you know, cause you're gonna forget that I got to work all day that day. I got to work 6 days straight, but I got to work that day. I have to work all day. Usually I don't, but I have to work all day. And plus I got to go. I got to go to two different towns too. On top of that, yeah. This is one of the concerns when these influencers and circus shows and boxes become more common, that it will devalue the sport in the name of entertainment. No, I'm not going to. Just for, I mean, not this week because of work. And then Friday after this next Friday coming up. So I'll be out of town. So Monday, Wednesday of the this next week after this, like after this week here, I'll probably be Monday and Wednesday, but probably not Friday because I got to go out. I got to go out of town that day too. I got to go. So I have to put some stuff together because I got to go. I got to go dance for the elders. They like when I go up there. I got to go up there and yell and scream for the kids. Um, so I'll be doing that. And then I don't know what's coming up after that. And then we got river. We got a river walk, something like that. Yeah. So we got a river walk. That's in San Francisco. I don't know if I'll be able to go there. That's too. That's just. It's too much. It's just too much traveling. But I saw some of the people from the native health center. I saw them and they were asking me because they usually make a special diet. They make a special diet for me if I'm going. They cook anyway for anybody. Everybody else they just give them anything. But for me they make me a special diet. And my food is always good. But they make more than just for me. They make like some extra portions, maybe five. But they always make sure they make me a special plate. And everybody always wants to get my food. I said, man, y'all going to eat all that meat, that beef and buffalo or whatever. Y'all eat your food. Stop trying to eat Eagles food all the time. Everybody want to eat my food up. Because my food looks better than everybody else's food. I don't know. They just take care of me. I always get taken care of, brother. People take care of me. Only people that's close to me don't take care of me. People that's not supposed to be close to me, they always take care of me. But people that's close to me, they can't stand me. They just don't like me. They hate and everything else. And why come he got to have this and that? I mean, I know that's what. That's a bad thing, man. Why are people so hateful? People hate when you have something. Why he got to have a nice car? Why he got, people just hate. I don't have nothing, man, for me. You know. I mean, all the big old fancy houses and all that. I'm not into that type of stuff, man. I kind of want to, but it's like, nah, I'm not really into that as much. I'm only into that if I have a reason. If I have a reason, like somebody say, yeah, let's get this big house over here, let's do this. Then yeah, I'll do it. But for me, nah, I don't need all this shit. I don't need nothing, man. I need to give back. I need to, try to share my story, and I need to share like good information with people. A lot of people can't take information. When you give them good information, they can't take it. Why you believe this and why you believe it, man? Stop believing all the shit you learn in school, man. These people are so deceptive and shit. Like even over there where y'all sirs at over in England, they don't teach them everything about us. Just like they don't teach all the stuff here about they don't teach they teach lies and shit. Y'all sir can go outside right now and scan the landscape, and he'll see old buildings that he know that those folks over there didn't make. You can tell. You look at the architecture. They lost the technology or whatever. You can see. Even you go to Germany, all kinds of places you go, you see they build buildings on top of buildings because they don't know how to make those old buildings no more, man. So I'm not even gonna go into all that, but it's just like stop tricking the people. They always trick people. This when it's easy to trick you, they always gonna trick you. I'll put it like that. But my whole thing with this whole fans and stuff, I'm tired of you fans that believe everything. I'm tired of y'all to just y'all. Everybody is dope experts and all that. Like I said, none of you guys even took a pharmacy class. None of you took pharmacology. None of you. And I challenge you to just take a couple of pharmacology classes in college and see how difficult it is. See how much you know, especially when you don't know the jargon and stuff like that. Just take it. Everybody wants to answer all these questions. The biggest questions was already answered right here in Eagles Way of Boxing. And that's why by my two minds out there, y'all Sir Hussein and Sir Flame, they brought up the big questions. Is why didn't you prepare for the left hook? I mean, it's like, that's the biggest question. I mean, yeah, the Austrine and the 3 pounds, yeah, you already cheated. Everybody know that. If you're in boxing, you know that. You know that's a straight up cheat code. But even if somebody's cheating, they come in cheating, so you got to expect everything. I wouldn't allow you to throw no left. As a matter of fact, what's the best way to get away from somebody who's throwing a left hook? Huh? What's the best way? If I'm throwing a left hook, which way do you go? Huh? Don't you go to your left to get away from the left hook? You can go either way. If you're quick enough, you get me out of position for the hook. If I want to throw that hook, you either get away from the hook or you get too close to the hook. You get so close to the hook or underneath the hook or around that hook that he can't throw it. So if you're throwing a left hook this way and I'm over here, you'll never get me. If I'm way over here, you'll never get me. But if I'm way past here, you'll never get that hook in. I'm throwing right hands. I'm like, whatever I got to do to get away from that hook. I don't know why you didn't get away from it, but at the same time, it's a shame if the allegations are true. Bye bye, Ryan. You shouldn't be around, man. I don't know. People is not taking that shit serious enough. You came in, you cheated in front of everybody. You actually did. You actually cheated in front of everybody. Everybody saw you come in cheating. You came in cheating, regardless. You came in overweight. You said you wasn't even trying to make the weight. Stop playing with us. Anyway, I got to get out of here, man. It's time for Eagle to go again. Salute to y'all, man. Shout out to all the real people that I see. And shout out to all y'all that mess with me on this Friday, man. Y'all know what it is. Eagles Way of Boxing, baby. When you get the real, not some deal. I'll greet y'all with nothing. I'll leave y'all with nothing but peace and uplifting, man, to the family. Yeah. I'll see you out there, y'all, sir. I'm going to catch y'all, man.